When Daddy chose her over me. My father loved my mother to death. Literally. She died because of me. After Mom died, Dad adopted another daughter. She looked exactly like Mom. On our 16th birthday, yes, we shared the same birthday, threw her a princess party while guests mistook me for the housekeeper's daughter. That's when my phone rang. Happy birthday, sweetheart. God, I've missed you so much. It was Mom's voice. Mom was back. Chapter 1. When Sophia's guest ordered me to wash her Mercedes, my father Marcus had just returned home. His assistant carried an expensive crystal castle, Sophia's birthday gift. Her friends gasped in awe. Then I heard Marcus's voice, dripping with affection. Every princess needs a castle. Happy birthday, my one and only princess. One and only princess. The words tasted bitter in my mouth. Today wasn't just Sophia's birthday. It was mine too. But like every year since Mom died, I got nothing. Because in Marcus's eyes, I was a murderer. I didn't deserve birthdays. I killed Mom. Chapter 2. 10 years ago today, Mom died in a car accident trying to buy me the strawberry cake I'd begged for. She never came home. At her funeral, Marcus announced to everyone, Madison is no longer my daughter. I was 6, crouching on the floor with red, swollen eyes, too young to understand his cruelty. I only understood later. After his tech company went public and he became a millionaire, he adopted Sophia. From then on, he only loved Sophia. Sophia lived in the master suite. I slept in the maid's quarters. Sophia had a driver. I took the bus. Sophia's walk-in closet overflowed with designer clothes. I wore her hand-me-downs. Sophia was a princess. I was unpaid help. Chapter 3. But I wanted to be a princess too. I remembered Marcus's promise from when Mom was alive, when his startup was struggling, when we lived in a cramped 2-bedroom apartment. Mom secretly gave him her inheritance to keep the company afloat. Madison and I don't need much, she'd always say. Don't worry about us. I'd parrot her words, Daddy, don't worry. Madison gives everything to Daddy. Marcus would pull us close, and I'd feel hot tears on my cheek. His tears. Before I turned 6, he'd always promise, when Daddy makes it big, I'll make Madison my princess. Would you like that? But he lied. Now, Sophia's friend's shrill voice cut through my thoughts. Hey, maid girl. Are you going to wash my car or not? Don't you know who I am? Sophia went to an elite private school. Her friends were all rich kids who looked down on everyone. But I wasn't a maid. I glared at her, ready to speak, when Marcus's cold voice stopped me. Why aren't you doing as you're told? The words hit like a punch to the gut. Right. In Marcus's eyes, I was just the help. Right away, I whispered. Chapter 4. Marcus had made it clear, displease him, and he'd cut off my tuition and living expenses. But I'd promised Mom I'd get into the best university. I couldn't break that promise. So I'd endure anything as long as Marcus kept paying. I turned to leave when Sophia's sweet voice rang out, Dad, maybe Madison should blow out candles with me. It's her birthday too. She was so excited yesterday, she even tried on my new dress. I spun around to deny it, but the damage was done. Gross, a maid stealing her employer's clothes? Sophia, have you sanitized that dress? What a little thief. Chapter 5. Rage boiled in my chest. I wanted to shove Sophia's face into her perfect 3-tier cake. Yes, I'd admired her new dress when she showed it off. But I never touched it. I wasn't a thief. Tears burned my eyes, but I couldn't move. Marcus had positioned himself protectively in front of Sophia, his eyes full of contempt. How did she end up with a daughter like you? Apologize. Now. Or you can forget about school tomorrow. Always threats. How did she end up with a husband like you? The words escaped before I could stop them. Marcus's face darkened to something terrifying. Chapter 6. The slap echoed through the mansion. My first hit from Marcus in 16 years. My cheek swelled immediately, but the emotional pain cut deeper. What could I do? I was 16 with no one but a father who hated me. Sophia rushed over, playing the peacemaker. Dad, it's normal for girls to like pretty dresses. I didn't mean. I'd had enough. Slap. 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 3 quick strikes across Sophia's face. That's for lying about me. Chapter 7. Sophia crumpled dramatically, tears streaming. Madison. Marcus cradled her tenderly. Does it hurt? I'll call the doctor. Sophia pressed her face against him. I'm fine, Dad. Please don't blame Madison. Don't hit her again. Her friends erupted in outrage, demanding I be thrown out. Thrown out. Like I was trash. Looking into Marcus's cold eyes, I finally saw the truth clearly. Madison, you're going to a group home. Pack your things. Don't come back. A group home? Perfect. At least I could still go to school. Better than living with Marcus. As security escorted me out, my phone rang insistently. The caller ID made me freeze. Mom. It couldn't be. Mom had been dead for 10 years. This number hadn't called since. But I answered anyway. Sweetheart. Happy birthday. God, I've missed you so much. It was her voice. Exactly as I remembered. Chapter 8. Mom's voice was unchanged, warm and soft like honey. Mom? I sobbed. Was this call from heaven? I gripped the phone like a lifeline until Marcus snatched it away. Give it back. I tried to grab it, but he was too tall. His eyes were red. As he spoke coldly, who is this? Why are you impersonating my wife? Couldn't he recognize her voice? Then Mom's angry voice came through the speaker. It's me, Sarah. Your wife. You used to say you'd recognize me even as a whisper of wind. Now you can't even recognize my voice. Have you forgotten me already? Fine, give me back my daughter and we'll divorce. Marcus's face crumbled with emotion. Sarah? It's really you? Where are you? I'll come right now. He looked like a lost boy finding home. And don't talk about divorce. Never. Mom sighed, bring Madison. I bet she's even more beautiful. Now. Chapter 9. My heart soared. I could see Mom again. But when I turned to leave, Marcus grabbed my arm. Come with me. He'd noticed my swollen cheek, the one he'd slapped. Mom said I'd be more beautiful. She'd be disappointed. Marcus called for someone to help me clean up, but I refused. No need. I wasn't beautiful anymore, but I wouldn't lie to Mom. Especially not with Marcus. She needed to know how I'd been living. She needed to know Marcus hit me. He didn't force it. As we left, he dismissed Sophia's party guests. Sophia's face fell. She approached Marcus with doe eyes. Dad. Are you leaving? Mom's coming over with dinner. She made your favorite soup for your stomach problems. I nearly rolled my eyes. Sophia's mother had been in a coma after an accident when Sophia was adopted. When she woke up years later, instead of reclaiming her daughter, she used visits as excuses to see Marcus. Marcus grabbed his keys anyway. Let's go. Chapter 10. It was my first time in Marcus's car in years. I didn't even know how to open the door of his Tesla. He opened it for me without a word. Once inside, I pulled out a crumpled $100 bill, scholarship money I'd been saving. 4. Gas. Keep it, he said quietly, pulling out of the driveway. You're not my father anymore. I pay my way. The car jerked slightly. As long as you're her daughter, I'll always be your father. Some father. 20 minutes later, we stopped at our old apartment complex by the train station. There she was, a woman in a sundress, waving at me. Mom. I flew into her arms. Chapter 11. Marcus watched Madison run to her mother, feeling like he was dreaming. He pinched his palm until it bled. This was real. Sarah was back. Young, beautiful, unchanged like the lilies he kept in his room. She was really back. His zombie existence could end. He could come home to her again, share his victories, hold her when the world got too hard. But then his chest tightened. He'd been about to send Madison to a group home. He'd ignored her for years. Would Sarah forgive him? Chapter 12. In Mom's arms, everything felt real. She'd come back because I needed her. Mom. I missed you so much. The tears wouldn't stop. Cry, baby. I'm here. She held me until I calmed down, then studied my face. Sweetheart, you're so thin. Where did my chubby little girl go? And your face, who hit you? Chapter 13. I felt like skin and bones in her arms. Who hit my baby? Mom's voice shook with rage. I never laid a hand on you. Who dared? Marcus couldn't meet her eyes. The silence stretched until he finally whispered, me. The slap Mom gave him echoed louder than his had. Do you want more? He asked, not even trying to dodge. I tugged Mom's sleeve, but she was staring at my worn clothes. How old is this shirt? Just 2 years, but washed so many times it looked ancient. Mom grabbed Marcus's tie. I see in magazines you're rich now. Where's your money going? Why is my daughter dressed like this? You promised to make her a princess. Chapter 14. Mom's fury made her more beautiful. I dreamed of this moment during every lonely New Year's Eve when Marcus gave Sophia red envelopes and took her to see fireworks while I hugged Mom's photo alone. When relatives asked why he doted on his adopted daughter, Marcus would say, she reminds me of my wife. Sarah was born a princess. She only suffered after marrying me. He wanted Mom's lookalike to live well but abandoned Mom's actual daughter. Now Mom was finally here, fighting for me. Just then, a Bentley pulled up. Sophia jumped out with her mother. Who are you? Get away from my dad. Sophia shrieked. Mom, call 911. This woman is attacking Dad. My dad. Mom. Like they were the real family. Mom studied them for a long moment, then released Marcus. You remarried? Chapter 15. Marcus's brain short-circuited. He looked at Sophia's mother with fresh disgust. No. She's just my adopted daughter. There's nothing between her mother and me. But I laughed coldly. Nothing? Just shared holidays and parent-teacher conferences. The words tumbled out calmly, but inside I was screaming. All those New Year's Eves eating alone. All those parent-teacher conferences where I told teachers Dad was traveling, too ashamed to admit the truth. The only person who came was our housekeeper Linda, whose broken English made my classmates laugh. I felt terrible. Linda had her own daughter who'd be heartbroken knowing her mother was mocked in the city. I'd rather lie than put Linda through that again. Meanwhile, Marcus attended every one of Sophia's events, even donated new computers to her school. Her prep school was 1 block from mine. His luxury cars always Through stairs. My classmates envied Sophia. Must be nice. Hey Madison, you're both named Madison and Williams, but your mom can barely speak English. That insult aimed at both Linda and my dead mother earned him a black eye. Marcus made me transfer schools, saying coldly, always causing trouble. You're nothing like your mother. Looking at his disheveled appearance now, I smiled. Actually, Mom and I were exactly alike. Mom's hand was ice cold in mine. She'd mentioned arriving from 10 years ago in a blink. She couldn't process her husband sharing holidays with another woman, attending another child's events. Mom, let's visit Uncle Jason. He'll be thrilled you're back. I looked at Marcus. No challenge intended. Chapter 16. But Marcus's face darkened anyway. He'd hated me for years, but never like this. Of course, he usually ignored me. Making him angry felt like victory. But I wasn't using Mom to hurt him. Uncle Jason and Mom were just friends. Marcus had always been jealous that Grandpa wanted Mom to marry Jason instead. After Mom died and Marcus abandoned me, my grades plummeted. Uncle Jason tutored me at coffee shops every week until Marcus found out. He hired a strict tutor and forbade Jason from seeing me. I hadn't seen Jason since, though I'd heard he was now a professor at my dream university. Mom. Uncle Jason helped me. I want to thank him. Mom agreed immediately, but Marcus's voice turned to ice. You're not going anywhere. Chapter 17. You have no right. You remarried. Mom's anger flared. I didn't remarry. Marcus glared at his assistant, who quickly ushered Sophia and her mother away. Mom watched the Bentley disappear, her eyes hard. Designer clothes, a Bentley, a close relationship with Marcus while her daughter wore threadbare clothes and bore slap marks. What had Madison endured while she was gone? Marcus dropped to his knees like a well-trained dog. The tech mogul who commanded boardrooms would grovel for Sarah. Sarah, it's a misunderstanding. I never remarried. You're the only one in my heart. I don't like old men, Mom said coolly. Give me half your assets. I'll find someone younger. I'll donate everything tomorrow, Marcus said through gritted teeth. You always dreamed of being rich. The air grew heavy. I wanted you and Madison to have good lives, Marcus whispered. What kind of life has Madison had? Silence. I know I failed as her father. You did. Before Marcus could respond, a woman appeared, Sophia's mother. Mr. Williams, why are you abandoning Sophia? You're her father. Chapter 18. Mom found this hilarious. He's a terrible father. Abandons his real daughter but should care for yours. Marcus said nothing. The woman faltered. The Marcus she knew was ruthless, yet he let this nobody insult him. You're this cruel. Abandoning the daughter you raised for years for some random woman? Sophia's been sick since leaving the mansion. I can't care for her properly. She was gambling on Marcus's soft spot for Sophia. Mom just walked away. Sarah. Marcus pushed past the woman to follow. You're not keeping the groceries I carried? Not even a smile for my efforts? Isn't that unfair? He sounded like a desperate teenager, not a CEO. The woman stood frozen. With rage. Since Sophia became Marcus's daughter, she'd been pampered to the best doctors, monthly shopping sprees, everyone thinking they were a happy family. She'd believed it herself. Now this woman was stealing everything. Chapter 19. Marcus followed us home but Mom didn't let him in. Madison doesn't want to see you. Do you want to? No. The door slammed. Mom stormed to the kitchen, angrier than just seeing Marcus warranted. I didn't ask why. I wish I had. Monday came, and Sophia had transferred schools. Her empty desk drew whispers. So Sophia was just the adopted daughter? We were all fooled. You're the real daughter? Where were you before? I stayed silent. Not seeing Sophia didn't improve my mood. But Mom and Uncle Jason were picking me up after school. Uncle Jason wanted to thank us for Mom's help with something. As I left the classroom, someone shouted, "Get back." Someone stabbing people at the gate. Chapter 20. Uncle Jason was the victim. But the target had been Mom. He'd saved her. On the way to the hospital, he kept reassuring us, "Don't cry. It's not fatal. Missed the vital organs. I'll just need blood." Mom told him to shut up. Why did you take that knife for me? Do you really like me? I was confused too. Weren't they just friends? Uncle Jason smiled weakly. Yeah, I really like you. You're my best friend. Today you helped me dodge my mom's matchmaking attempts. I'm antisocial. You've always protected me. In high school, when people mocked me for being a virgin, you'd claim you liked me. You were the school beauty. Being liked by you meant everything. After that, no one mocked me. I could study in peace. His eyes were soft with memory. I'm just glad I could protect you for once. Jason, you'll live, right? Of course. Good. I still have a friend. You'll live well too. Chapter 21. Jason almost didn't make it. The blade had hit something vital after all. But he survived. The investigation revealed the attacker was a psychiatric patient but not the mastermind. Sophia's mother had paid him to attack Mom. She thought a mental patient's testimony wouldn't hold up in court. But his condition fluctuated. During a lucid moment, he'd recorded their transaction. She went to prison. Marcus wanted to dissolve the adoption, but Sophia was still a minor. Cold-blooded Marcus cut her off anyway. Sophia went to the media, demanding his entire fortune. Marcus ignored her. When she turned 18, he severed all ties and reclaimed everything he'd given her. Sophia became ordinary. The last I heard. She'd married a small business owner who dragged her to Marcus's gates every holiday, trying to reconnect. They became a running joke in their social circle. Chapter 22. Mom and I lived well after that, keeping Marcus at arm's length. The attack had broken something in her. Actually, she'd been breaking since returning, finding her husband aged, her daughter grown and abused by the man who'd loved her. His home had welcomed another woman who wanted her dead. Her best friend had almost died protecting her. After that, she refused to see Marcus. Chapter 23. Mom eventually moved abroad with a new identity. After graduation, I joined her. At the airport, Marcus asked, "Will you come back?" Of course. This is home. We won't let anyone drive us away. Then I'll wait, he said, relief visible despite the deepening lines around his eyes. Despite his efforts to look younger, time was winning. You can wait for Mom. Not for me. I knew Marcus had never wronged Mom. He loved her obsessively, like a madman. But that had nothing to do with me. He handed me a box strawberry cake. Your favorite. I didn't take it. Not anymore. The first time I wanted it, Mom died. The second time, Dad humiliated me for it. I couldn't want it anymore. His hand hung in the air before dropping. If you need anything abroad, tell me. I was wrong before. You'll always be my princess, if you want. Too late for new words. Princess. Dad. Foreign concepts now. Marcus, I said, children sent to group homes don't have fathers. I have Mom. That's enough. I'll be happy without being your princess. I boarded without looking back. The end.